happy that everything's good to go. But we have a lot to explain and a lot to go through today that I was not planning on. Snackers. 3 hours ago, I was kicked out of my Airbnb. Onto the streets. Unironically. I'm not kidding. 3 hours ago, I had to pack up my entire setup and leave. And you may say, Filian, why did that happen? Well, let me tell you. In a long way, a far away, in a distant kingdom, there was one snacker. And she wanted one thing. For Christmas to become special. You broke something, didn't you? No. I don't even know where to begin, chat. Okay, how about this? How about I explain this from the beginning? Okay. You were too noisy. No. I did not get kicked out for Tricky Weeing, okay? I'm not Tricky Wee. Listen, I was a quiet little opossum living in my little loft, okay? So here's what happened. It is the VTuber Awards 2023. I go there to do my streams, and during that meantime, I rented Airbnb. I stream from the Airbnb. Everything is fantastic. However, there was a mistake. Tomorrow, I was supposed to leave. And that is when my Airbnb was supposed to expire. I made a slight miscalculation. And I checked out of my Airbnb 1 day early. So before stream started today, I didn't know what to do. I was living my life. Picture this, chat. It's 11 a.m. Your girl is sitting on her computer trying to cook up a good stream for the day. Suddenly, there is a knock on the door. And I don't know what's going on. Excuse me, let me backtrack. There was not even a knock on the door. Suddenly the door opened. Out of nowhere. And chat, listen. I was like an effing deer in headlights. I turned around and I was ready to sprint through the bathroom, jump out the window like an effing Looney Tunes skit. I was ready to effing Breaking Bad evict myself from my own effing apartment just to survive. Now, no, I did have pants on. So this woman just pops her head in the door and she's like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. The checkout was, it was an hour ago. The checkout was an hour ago." And so it was the house cleaning lady showing up at my Airbnb to clean up when she found a small cat girl still occupying the residency. I didn't know what to do, chat. I'm like, there must have been a misunderstanding, Your Honor. How about I get in contact with the owner of the Airbnb? She said, okay, fine, but you're supposed to check out. I'll give you 10 minutes. So this is 3 hours ago. This is literally 3 hours ago. Not 3 days ago, 3 hours ago. I said, okay, fine, I'll do that. So I went and tried to call the person who owned the Airbnb. Got no response. Oops. They didn't answer their phone.
We do not care.
But she finally comes back after 10 minutes. She says, after 10 minutes, she says, hey, I talked to the owner. He said you have to leave. And I'm like, what do you mean? He didn't even answer his phone. How is that my fault? As it turns out, the person I've been talking to was not the owner of the Airbnb this entire trip. It was someone who was just responsible for the building. So I've been calling the wrong person. So I finally try to call the right person and I say, what is his phone number? And she says, I'm not gonna tell you. You have to leave. And I'm like, here's what I am, chat. Here's what I am. I'm like thinking about I'm the negotiator. I'm the smooth moves X-Lax Giga Chat champion of the universe. I'm gonna smooth my way into an extra day of staying. It's gonna be just fine. She pulls out her cell phone. She's getting pissed off, chat. The cleaning lady's getting pissed off. She pulls out her cell phone. She shows me text from the guy. She says, hello, the tenant is still here. And he says, oh, why is that? And she said, I quote you, she said, she is refusing to leave. And you know what he said back to her? You know what he said back to her? He said, kick her out. And meanwhile, I'm just trying to figure out the whole situation. I'm about to get the cops called on me, and I don't even know what's going on. So she says, Filian, you have to pack up right now. And she takes a look through the effing Airbnb and she is distraught. Because chat, when I stream, I need a large open space. However, Airbnbs are known to have furniture in them. I know. So what I do when I get an Airbnb is I take the furniture and I move it somewhere else. So that's exactly what I did. All the furniture was fit like Tetris into a corner of the room. The entire room was empty, besides my desk and me sitting at it, a small cat girl. She is confused, befuzzled, absolutely confounded. She doesn't know what to do. She says, you have to move everything back. I say, okay. I have a lot of stuff. You understand, right? She says, okay, sure. Okay, so then chat, here's the situation. I don't know what to do because I have a stream in 2.5 hours at this point. What am I gonna do to stream? So here's what I say, chat. It's like, it's either I cancel stream or I find a new place to stream. As we can see, we found a new place to stream. So here's what happened, chat. I'm at my Airbnb. What I do is I call up the studio that produced the VTuber Awards.
Whenever, Paul, you
We went from a big, expensive, sick, nasty project to me calling them, asking if I can live there for a day. Oh, God! But the first person I called, chat, they said, yeah, so, like, I'm not even in the country. I'm on vacation. Fuck! So I just said, okay, and he said, you should talk to this guy instead. I'm like, okay, sure. So I call up this guy, chat. I am homeless. I am literally homeless at this point. There's an angry woman outside waiting to evict me. She's mad. True. Yes. So with that being said, I call them up. They say, sure, Filian, you can come here. Now, I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I'm going to stream from. I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is that I have one goal, one objective, one mission in my little life. And that is to pack up everything faster than a meth lab making its way out of town and get over to the effing studio producing the show instantly. So, Chad, I just take my PC and I throw it across the room into an effing box. And I throw all my clothes in it. And chat, here's the situation. You may not realize it, but the amount of stuff that I bring with me to stream is absurd. It's like a boulder. Chat, if I went to fly on an airplane with the amount of technology, wires, cables, and internet accessories that I have on the, like, I don't know, like if I went to fly on like September 11th on any year, and they detected my bags filled with that much technology, chat, they would consider me a national level threat. I had to pack everything in those suitcases as fast as I could. And chat, listen, it barely fits. It barely fits. I had to tessellate everything flawlessly to make everything fit. And chat, by the time I was done throwing everything into the bag, which by the way, took 40 minutes! Took 40 minutes, by the time I threw everything in the goddamn bag, I could not even zip it up properly. I had an effing, what do you call it? So like my base stations that track my VR, they're like on like stands, you know what I'm saying? Like effing poles. I have a pole sticking out of my suitcase. Meanwhile, this entire time, every few minutes, she pokes her head in, basically to laugh at me and yell at me. To hurry the frick up. And she looks at me, she's like, Filian, you know you're gonna have to pay for this, right? I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, that's fine. Hey, I'm trying. Hey, okay. Like, listen. I'm trying. Okay, you gotta pack up, Filian. I'm like, okay. So I told the studio I was gonna be there in like an hour, right? And I'm trying to pack up as best I can. Now, yes, I was getting bullied IRL. Now, chat, this woman is seeing what's in my apartment. She's looking around, right? She sees the effing dog pillow sitting on the couch in the corner. The pillow that I bought that has the dog that is imprinted on it so it looks like a real dog. She is shocked that I have a dog in an Airbnb that's not supposed to have it. I have to explain to her it is a pillow. The next thing she notices, chat, she didn't comment on it, but I know she saw it, is the bottle of, quote, and I quote, thick water sitting on my floor. She sees thick water sitting on my floor. I don't want to explain that to her, so I don't. We just move on, okay? But I gotta throw all of this stuff out because I can't take it with me, right? There's just too much stuff. I'm getting evicted. So I take it to the dumpster. I make trip after trip after trip. And the one other notable thing I had besides a bunch of empty Amazon boxes, like a cat would, is that I had 4 boxes of cereal that I had been eating every single day, potentially multiple times a day, just to get through the day, sitting on the floor. So I had to go walk by her and throw away my Frosted Mini Wheats and my Apple Jacks. Because I like cereal, that's why. Okay? Listen, okay? Now I'm wondering what I'm gonna do, chat. So I bring some food from the fridge to eat while I'm like on the way out, you know? Like when I get to the effing studio, I'm gonna bring some food to eat. So I brought some food, okay? The rest of it, I threw away. It's effing gone. I threw away Nutri-Grain bars. I threw away a protein bar. I threw away microwave pizza. How sad is that? This can't get any sadder. Rip bozo. You know what I'm saying? So the pizza's effing dead. Do you ever eat proper meals? Yeah. Ate your mom last night. So with that being said, I finally managed to pack up everything. I put my suitcases outside. I call my Uber. Okay? And I'm sitting in a chair. And I realize I have not fixed the furniture in my room and the Uber is gonna be here in 5 minutes. So this woman just stares at me while I push a couch across the room. She just watches a small person push a couch across the entire room like as fast as I can to make it happen. And I finally get it done. And chat, when I'm done, I'm tired. I sit down in the chair. There's like 2 minutes till my Uber gets here.
Skill issue.
She looks at me and she says, "Hey, so when's your Uber get here?" I say, "Oh, it's gonna be in like 2 minutes," and I show her my cell phone. She says, "Listen, I can't clean the room until you leave." I say, "Okay, the Uber's here in 2 minutes. Thank you." She said, "Filian, no, you don't get it. I am trying to be as nice as I can, and I am trying," and I quote, "and I am trying to not use expletives. You are an inconvenience, and you are wasting my time." At this point, I'm about to cry. I'm getting e-bullied out of everything in my life right now. I'm just trying to do my best, okay? So, I take my suitcases, they're out the door. I take my PC box, and I put it on top of the suitcase. It was wet outside, so I put it on the floor, my entire box was disintegrated, okay? So I could not do it, okay? I could not. I just had to put it out there. So I finally come around the corner. I'm in sweatshirts, sweatpants, my hair looks like a rat went and died on it. And the Uber driver picks me up. He's like, "Oh, you're Filian?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." We finally put everything in the car. And when I'm getting in the car, chat, I have an entire tray of food in my hand. Getting into an Uber! So basically, I wrecked my Uber score. But chat, here's what I did. I took my little backpack, I put it on top of the food so he couldn't see it, and I never ate it the whole ride. So hopefully we're not banned for it. Hopefully we're not banned for it, okay? Or whatever the frick, I can still Uber, right? We get over to the studio, they drive me up to the front door of the studio like I'm an effing VIP. I feel like the president of the United States of America getting out, okay? And they're like, "We've been expecting you, Filian." I'm like, "Really?" And like, yeah. And they take my little PC, they bring it inside, they take my suitcases, they bring them inside. I'm like, "Okay. Thank you guys so much for all the help. Where do I stream?" They say, "Filian, how about this room?" And they show me to a closet for which they have banished me into. Chat, you want to see how much room I have in here? You want to see my closet space that I'm streaming in right now? Can you hear the echo? Listen, here. This is my actual IRL space. Here it is. That is what I'm streaming in. The rest is walls. And there's a chair. I can sit in a chair. That's it. I'm streaming in a closet. There's a broom next to me. And also, chat, here's the best part. You want to know the best part, chat? Listen to this. Listen to this. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Let me move myself over. is a microwave. I am microwaving air. And inside this microwave, chat, I found a croissant that someone microwaved and forgot about months ago. Days ago, weeks ago, I don't know. I just me in a closet with a croissant. And that is my reality, okay? All the food's done. So, yes, free food, yes. So, did I eat it? No, I didn't eat it! I had Spam, eggs, and rice. I ate that junk, okay? That was my desired food for the day. Now, with that being said, chat, I got here 30 minutes before stream started. And you may say, Filian, you made it. You're in the clear. You're good to go. But here's the situation.
Whenever,
while I'm setting up, people are knocking on the door of the closet trying to get in. Because they don't realize that there's a cat girl in there trying to set up a PC. So I keep answering the door really awkwardly, being like, hey, I'm in here. And they're like, oh, great. We adopted a wild animal. You know what I'm saying? So here I am in this closet. I finally get set up. I set up everything, chat. I have to like set the entire stream for the day. I have to pull up YouTube links. I have to do effing everything. But the one thing I can't do, chat, is the effing Wi-Fi password. I don't know what it is. So I bring someone in to enter the Wi-Fi password, and they do it. They enter in the Wi-Fi password. I am cleared for liftoff. Everything is sick nasty, chat. Yes, we got it figured out. I got the Wi-Fi password. But you want to know the best part about it, chat? 5 minutes before I started stream, I was ready to go. And then they all went to lunch. Apparently, they must have a policy for power saving because half of the lights turned off and the Wi-Fi went out. So I hope it all makes sense to you guys today how I'm streaming. I am streaming from a hotspot on my cell phone. I am streaming off of my cell phone. It's not funny! I did it for you guys! I'm streaming off my cell phone. I'm gonna beat the snot out of this microwave if it beats again. So yes, I'm streaming off of my cell phone right now. I hate to, come to you guys under these extenuating circumstances, but this is what I did to stream today. This is what I did to stream today. Thank you guys. This was my story. This is how we're live. I struggled for many hours. I had 0 time to warm up. I had 0 time to prepare. We're just live, boys. We're just live. So, do we understand? Okay? This is what I went through for you fricks. Never forget. Just to make this goddamn stream happen. All of this because I miscalculated a day. Yes. Yeah! Yes, chat. All of this because I cannot calculate a date and I ordered 1 day too short. That is the takeaway. That is the takeaway. Let me, oh!